What's up, you guys? Good morning, good evening, whatever applies to you. Hope you are staying safe. And today is the day where I record the third episode of my 8 video series where I talk about my story with pornography addiction. And today I'm going to talk about what hooked me into the addiction, sort of what got me going into that addictive realm. And under that, I'm going to be talking about these 4 topics. And I think this will be a video where a lot of y'all can relate to, because this is, I kind of feel like this is most of the most messed up reasons lumped up together. So in a way, it's really relatable for a larger audience of people. So the first reason of the 4 reasons is my spinelessness. I mean, obviously, I had to take some form of a personal accountability, although I know that this might grind some people's gear, right? But here's the thing though. At that time, I did not have the spine to stand my ground. I did not have the balls to stand my ground. So what ended up happening is that I always sidestepped the obstacles in my way, the issues that I faced. I did not solve the problems. I did not have the resilience to solve the issues that I faced on my way, and jump through the obstacles that I faced on my way to my destination. I just sidestepped the issues to a different route constantly, because the slightest inconvenience that I faced, I did not have the strength to stand my ground, right? So that's why I got into this, because I did not want to have that sort of I did not want to be judged under the bad light, right? The bad light. So what ended up happening is that I was going through the motions, right? So if that's you, if you are the person that doesn't stand their ground or feel like weak in a way, just stop altering your course constantly. Just have a goal and go at it with all you've got, because altering that route will do nothing but waste your time. It wastes your energy, it wastes everything. It's just a waste of everything. So if that person is you, just stop, just go at your goal with all you've got. And moving on to the second reason, which is fear of losing the alpha card, right? So at that time, I was the guy who supplies everyone, like who supplies with the good stuff, like not even good, like great stuff to the masses, right? I was that guy. So the boys that otherwise would have bullied me were like, my man, handshake and all that stuff. And the first question that they ask usually is, you got some good stuff? Like something along those lines, right? And surely enough, I always had good stuff for them, right? That's like the reputation that I had, right? I was basically the OG pornography supplier, so to speak. So in that case, I just had to maintain that certain image, right? Or otherwise I would have been bullied or something like that, right? I would have faced the hardship of being bullied. So I obviously had to do that. Then it, then there's this aspect where I had to put on a mask to show these people that I enjoyed that, because initially I did not. All I wanted was to give them the best possible quality stuff that I can find for free, because at that time I couldn't afford for any of that, right? So none of us could. Uh, so I've had to come up with that best quality stuff that I could find online for free, right? So behind the closed doors, there were times where I just busted one after the other, several loads, and then then I had to keep watching because although the mediocre quality stuff would not be enough for me to retain my alpha card, they were certainly enough to keep me going, keep my stiffy up, if you know what I'm talking about. So that's what happened, right? I was physically drained all the time, but and also mentally drained, but at the same time I had to put on this fake smile just so I can, show these people that I enjoy this shit, although I did not enjoy any of that at the initial stage. So I obviously had to keep on that cycle on and on and on, again and again and again, rinse and repeat over and over again. So I don't know if you are familiar with this quote, but there's a quote that goes something like, if you've been dealing with darkness for long enough, you become the darkness. So that's essentially what happened to me, right? In the initial stages, I did not enjoy it all that much, but it sort of grew on me, right? So that's what leads to the third topic. And the third topic is the mental switch, right? So, as much as I hate to admit this, pornography kind of grew on me, right? It sort of grew on me to a point where it almost felt like, this relationship with an abusive partner that you have an emotional bond with, right? So it's like this. This partner is toxic. You are well aware of that toxicity, but at the same time you feel like you are so drawn to that person, you are so attached to that person, that you have no option but to stay. But by the way, I do not believe that, right? I do not believe that there's only one option in any case in life. There's always a second option if you chase it hard enough, if you look deep enough, there's always a second option, right? So that's what I felt like. Pornography has sunken its teeth in so deep in my life that I felt like this is the way to live life. Although it feels toxic, at the same time I felt like I'm so emotionally attached to that. It's like a dark part of me that I wanted to get rid of, but I couldn't. So then I almost got to I really got to a point where I started loving that toxicity of pornography, which I'm not gonna go into detail in this video because I'm gonna go into detail about that in one of my next videos further down the road, right? So with that said, I have to discuss the last topic of the day, right? Subtopic of the day, which is the all-in-one medicine, right? So basically at that time pornography felt like this thing I can do to nullify all the negative things, all the negative feelings that I've ever felt, right? At that time it was like it was like whatever the negative feeling that I felt, be it boredom, be it sadness, be it anger, be it depression, anxiety, whatever it might be, pornography seemed like a perfect escape routine, right? Escape route, if you will. So let's say if I felt bored, just sneak a peek at the hub, right? Uh, if I felt depressed, peek at the hub. If I felt anxious, peek at the hub. If I felt, if I felt angry, peek at the hub. If I felt sad, peek at the hub. Any kind of negative feeling that you can ever think of, pornography was always there for me, right? That, or at least I felt like that at the time. And as much as I wanted to like slap myself and go like, bro, what the hell are you doing? I was too spineless to do that. I did not have the courage to do so, right? So I was always repeating this same toxic cycle, knowing how toxic it is. I was too comfortable in my comfort zone, right? I did not have the courage to go out of my comfort zone and chase my dreams and chase my passions, chase my purpose of life, right? So if this sounds like you, stop, right? Stop being so comfortable in your comfort zone. Go out of there and pursue your dreams, like I said, with everything you've got. Because being in your comfort zone is where your purpose dies off, right? That's where your purpose dies off. So do not do that. None of you out there deserves mediocrity, right? None of you out there deserves mediocrity. So stop manifesting that in your actions. With that said, I'm gonna end the video here. As always, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that YouTube stuff. It helps me out a lot. And until next time, I'm High Value Guy. May the Triple Gem bless you.